to you, or you're welcome to come up here. Okay, good afternoon. I'm Judge Hamilton with the Amarillo Municipal Court. Here at our court, we are handling your Class C misdemeanor violation. Class C misdemeanors are punishable by fine only. Fine ranges do vary depending upon the type of offense. If it's a traffic offense, fine range is generally $1 to $200. No insurance is punishable by a fine of $175 to $350. Criminal offenses are punishable by fines of $1 to $500. I will tell you if your case involves a different fine range. Otherwise, those should be the fine ranges that apply. So many of you on this docket have already been here. You're here because you either reset it for this particular date or you've got some type of payment issue that you want to talk about. If you were set on a pro se appearance docket and you're coming to see me today, the prosecutor is here today. She's in a breakout room with somebody. If you want to speak with the prosecutor about your case to see if you can work out a deal with her, I'm happy for you to do that. We'll put you in that breakout room. That conversation is not recorded. It's just a private conversation you have with the prosecutor. It's as private as any conversation would be with the prosecutor. Anything you tell the prosecutor can be used against you. So she's not your attorney, so she's not bound by any confidentiality based on anything you tell her. Today, you're going to have to enter a plea of not guilty, no contest, or guilty. If you plead guilty or no contest, we're going to assess a fine, give you credit for any jail time if you had jail time. And we're going to set up a payment plan. Payment plans generally work like this. Number one, the state of Texas wants you to just pay the ticket at the time you enter a plea of guilty or no contest. So if your ticket's $250 and you say, I just want to plead guilty and I just want to pay it, then I'm going to say, okay. If you say, I can't pay the whole thing today, I'm going to give you 30 days to get it paid. If for some bizarre reason you can't pay the whole thing in 30 days, then you do need to make sure you are we talk about a different type of payment plan. Okay, so if we come up with a different type of payment plan, we'll come up with something that works for you and for the court. If you cannot follow your payment plan for any type of reason, you do need to make sure you talk to me about that. Do not write me or call me, come in and see me, or get back on virtual court and talk to me about what those problems are. And if I can work with you, I will. If I cannot work with you, we'll talk about different options that are available. I'm going to start with Andrea Fonseca. If you'll unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a disregarding turn marks at an intersection. Do you want to plead not guilty, no contest, or guilty to that?
Not guilty.
Okay. I'm going to set you for what's called a virtual pro se appearance docket. You also can tell me you want to review the discovery in the state's file. Are you interested in looking at the evidence in the file, or were you just needing more time before you did a deferred or driver safety course?
I was wanting to do a safety course. I just don't want it on my record.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to look at options.
Sure. So the two options that you would have available to you are driver safety course. That would cost you $144 plus all the court fees. So you would pay the $144 up front. You have to have a valid Texas driver's license. You have to be listed on the insurance. You can't have taken the course in the year previous to the date of violation. So if you took driver safety course in the last year, you wouldn't qualify to take it. So then you would qualify to do deferred. So deferred would be $283 plus the cost of the course. So the cheaper way would be driver safety course. And if you don't have the $144 today, that's why we do that reset for you. That's why you would enter a not guilty plea. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am. I'll go ahead and do that one.
Oh, do you have the $144 today?
Yes, ma'am. I can pay it.
Okay. And are you listed on insurance? Are you a listed covered driver on insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Valid Texas driver's license, right?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay. So instead of pleading not guilty, do you mind entering a plea of no contest to this?
Would it be easier?
Well, that's how you get to driver safety course.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We're going to switch you. You're going to take driver safety course. So you're going to enter a plea of no contest. You're going to go to the court's website. It's in that chat, and there's a link to the court's website. You're going to choose you're going to go to the payment option. You're going to pull the case up by your citation number, which you should have there with your stuff. If you don't have your citation number, they can look at it. You can do the drop-down menu and find it by your name. Now, we're going to send you the driver safety course information. Do you want it by mail or by email?
Email.
We're going to email it to you. We'll have to be able to print some stuff and return it. Now, here's the deal, Ms. Fonseca. You have 90 days to take the course, get me the proof of completion, get the driver's record. I need your affidavit and your driver's license and insurance. All of that's going to be in the email we send you. If you have any questions about what it takes for you to successfully complete driver safety course, I need you to contact the clerk's office, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You give 0 extensions. Go right now to the website, pay the $144, and hopefully in 90 days we'll get this dismissed for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. You're free to leave the meeting.
Okay.
Mr. Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Harris, you have a failure to maintain financial responsibility in running a red light. You're set for jury trial on March 7th. Is there something I can help you with today?
I need to have a bench trial rather than a jury trial.
Okay, I'll still keep you on that date and we'll just have you a bench trial instead. You can just waive your right to a jury trial when you show up that day. So you'll still be on March 7th. Okay. You froze.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, I apologize. I think it's because I just got home and the Wi-Fi picked up. I am requesting a bench trial rather than a jury trial regarding that matter.
Certainly, you can still have a jury. You can have a bench trial on that day. You'll just come in and tell them that you want to waive a jury.
Okay, awesome. That's all I
Okay.
needed. Thanks so much.
We'll see. We'll see you on March 7th.
Yes, ma'am.
You just make a note, Christine, that defendant appeared and said he wanted to waive, and the court told him he would still have his trial on that same day.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jonathan Perez.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Perez, it looks like you missed your jail release. Why did you miss your jail release docket?
As soon as I checked out of jail, I checked into Northwest Pavilion. And I was there for 3 days.
Did you submit any documentation to us?
I called and let y'all know, and right when I was released, I called and checked in with someone from the courts, and they made notes about it. And she's the one who guided me through how to do this virtual thing that we're doing right now.
I don't have any documentation of that. There's no documentation that you called anybody.
Yes, ma'am, I did. And she's the one who guided me how to do this and set me up through everything and how to sit.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I mean, I saw you on December 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
We released you. We gave you the $300 jail credit.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go straight to the pavilion from there?
Yes, ma'am, I sure did. I was checked in within an hour.
So you didn't contact us then. I think we were closed on December 24th.
You're right. You're correct, ma'am. No, I did not contact y'all then. As soon as I was released, I contacted y'all when the day that y'all was open, and I was set up with this. And the lady,
What do you mean you were set up with this?
She guided me how to set up how to do this. What we're doing right now.
Okay, that was on January 2nd.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you back in Hereford or are you here?
I'm here in Lubbock now with my boyfriend.
Oh, you're in Lubbock now. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
My address for you is still a Hereford address.
It is that address. I'm just here staying with my boyfriend currently.
Are you working?
I am not, ma'am. I have put in 50 applications on Indeed.com. So hopefully something comes in soon.
When are you gonna be back in town?
I can arrange something.
Well, I mean, you owe 234 and you're at warrant. So we showed, we didn't issue the warrant until the 27th. So if,
Yes,
you know, when
and
you got out of the pavilion, you should have come in here the next business day. I don't have anything showing that you were hospitalized or anything. I have nothing.
I can take pictures and email.
Well, I mean, I just, you should have come in here.
Yes.
So you got out of the pavilion, where did you go?
I came here straight to Lubbock to my boyfriend's.
Yeah, you know, when I released you from jail, you were told to appear here on the first business day, and I get it that you went to the pavilion. I get that. But then you were supposed to be here. So you have no job. You're not here in town. I mean, you owe 234. You could just pay that and not have the warrant. Is that something your boyfriend can help you with?
I can call my mother.
You know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I don't have anything. Normally people, you know, submit paperwork or, you know, do something to show that that's really what happened.
I understand, ma'am.
Why don't you contact your mom, see if she can help you get that paid? It's 234. And then, you know, y'all probably need to come up here, and you need to figure out how you're going to get this paid. I'm not just going to let this warrant go. So,
Yeah.
so talk to your mom, see if she can help you get it paid. Chat, keep that website information that's in your chat. She can go on the court's website and make that payment. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Denholm?
The first person I spoke with, Mr. Pena, he'd like to set that for a bench trial.
Okay. Has there already been discovery?
He's already seen his discovery, yes.
Lovely. Okay, we'll move him to the bench trial docket. Mr. Pena, move you to the bench trial docket. You'll receive that notice by mail and by email. Anything else, Mr. Pena?
No, ma'am, that's it at this
Okay.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're free to go. Appreciate you being here. Be safe. Ms. Denholm?
I talked to Mr. Catalan with his 2 animal charges. I did make him an offer to change his plea on both. On the at-large, it would be $109 fine and court costs. And on the tag would be $140 fine and court costs. He said he needs a couple of months to pay those off.
Okay, Mr. Catalan, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Catalan, are you telling me that today you want to change your plea and accept that offer today?
Yes.
Okay, so on the animal at large and the animal with no vaccination tag, are you pleading guilty or no contest?
Guilty.
Okay, based on your pleas of guilty, I will find you guilty. I will accept the agreement you've made with the prosecutor on the vaccination tag. It'll be $140. On the animal at large, it'll be $109. Your total is going to be $249. State of Texas is going to add $15 to each one of these balances that's not paid within the next 30 days. So it actually end up being probably $279 by the time you get it all paid. Okay. So I'm going to set it up so you pay a certain amount every week or bi-weekly. How do you get paid?
Every 2 weeks.
When's your next payday?
Next Friday.
Okay, give me a second. Can you pay $50 every 2 weeks?
$50, yeah.
Yeah. So that means you'll get the whole thing paid off by the end of March, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do $50 bi-weekly, beginning 1/19 of 24. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you payment plan information. Do you want it by mail or by email?
You can do it on email.
Can you print it?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, Mr. Catalan, we're gonna send you your payment plan information. You gotta follow your payment plan. If you fail to follow it, you gotta talk to me about it. If you need to talk to me about it, you need to come back to virtual court, okay?
Okay.
Okay, finding you guilty, assessing that payment plan, be looking for that email from the clerk. If you don't see it in the next few days, make sure you reach out to the clerk's office, okay?
I will.
Thank you, be safe out there.
Thank you.
Mr. Slutz?
Is Miss Hicks still here? Oh, there she is, yeah.
I don't see her.
Yes, I'm still here.
Yep, there
Oh,
she is.
Okay.
So I talked,
Oh, I'm
oh,
sorry.
do I-
I called Mr. Slutz. Have you talked to him?
I did. So he's gonna set it for a jury trial. However, I let him know that I was look at some evidence that he submitted, and he and I are gonna talk prior to that trial date.
Okay. So, Mr. Slutz, are you entering you've already entered a plea of not guilty, so we're gonna move you to the jury trial docket. You'll get with Ms. Denholm again on maybe some factual evidence that y'all might want to talk about. Okay. Do you have any questions, Mr. Slutz?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. You're free to leave. Next notice you get will be your jury trial day. Be ready to go to trial. Maybe y'all get it worked out ahead of time, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day. Be safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, and then you spoke with Ms. Hicks?
Yes, she's wanting to plead not guilty and ask for another appearance date. She wants to request a discovery form so that she can view the discovery before making a decision.
So she's entered a not guilty plea. Yes, she can do that. So she needs the motion for discovery, and this is on 605-45199, violations 1 through 5, 1 through 4. Nope, just on 1.
No, it's just the one. Yes.
On the 1. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, sorry, they printed everything out for me, Ms. Hicks. So it's just on the defective equipment.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to file a motion for discovery, and we're going to
Yes, ma'am.
reset you. So I'm going to give you one reset, give you about 45 days. You can actually look on our website on your chat, and there is a motion for discovery there you can fill out, but we can also email or mail you one.
Can I just get it? My email recently changed. Can I just get one mailed to me, please, ma'am?
Happy to.
Your Honor.
Yep. Okay, we're going to mail you that. We're going to reset your court date 45 days, and you were scheduled to come on virtual, so we'll move that. And then you're on a payment plan. It looks like you're on time. Don't let that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing it today.
Yeah, you got a lot going on, Ms. Hicks. So
yes, ma'am. I'm currently working on it right now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good deal. Make sure you keep up with that, or let us know if something happens. Okay, so you're free to go. We'll reset your court date. Be looking for the email with the motion for discovery. Okay.
Or can you just send me
the mail?
Yeah, mail.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I'll contact the court and give them my current email. Judge, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ms. Hicks. You're free to go.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Ms. Tijerina.
Hello.
Hi, Ms. Tijerina. You've got a failure to maintain financial responsibility and operating a vehicle with expired plate.
Yes.
Can you get that plate renewed?
I sure can. I'm in the process of doing that right now.
What I'd like to do is enter a not guilty plea for you so that you can get that plate renewed.
Okay.
Okay, so on the operation vehicle with expired plate, here's the deal. It looks, I don't know, is that a Potter or Randall County address? I don't know where.
It's Randall. It's Randall.
Oh, okay, when you go to the annex to get the registration,
Yes, ma'am.
They're super nice and they don't want to charge you a late fee. You tell them, I have to pay the late fee. Tell them I got a ticket. Okay. Because then you're going to have to pay 10 extra dollars. It makes your registration about 85 instead of 75. And then you're going to bring that proof that you got this Dodge Avenger up, you know, that you got the registration updated, and we have to see that late fee. Okay.
You got it.
And then we can dismiss that ticket for $20.
Okay.
So pay the $10 late fee. We dismiss it for $20, or you just pay $192 to us, and we don't want that to happen. Okay.
No,
I know. So then on the no insurance, can you get insurance? I think you have to get insurance before you get the registration, right?
Yes, I'm in the process of doing all that right now. Right now I work at United and I do income taxes, so I start in office this week. So by next Friday, I should have everything taken care of.
Okay, so you're going to want to come back with insurance. And when you come back with the insurance, you're going to also have to pay $350 to keep this off your record. So your total to the court is $370 plus the insurance plus the registration. So your first goal should just get that registration one done. Okay. So if I'm going to reset you, and since you're doing Zoom, do you want to come back on Zoom next time?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to reset you for 45 days on Zoom. Okay. That gives you enough time to get the insurance, get the registration, bring back that proof, and have your $335. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's going to be a better day. So just get everything taken care of on your car. Okay.
You got it.
Thanks,
you, Your Honor.
Irina. Be safe.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Ms. Thompson and Ms. Denholm, I think you are concluded. Thank you for being here today. Oh, Ms. Thompson, I was like, you just moved and then you moved back. I don't know how you did that. Okay. Okay. So I've got two things here. One of them is super old. It's a theft from 2022. And then you got this ticket on October 17th of 2023. And you owe $355 on the theft and $281 on the speeding ticket. So the total is $636. What's going on? Why can't we get these taken care of?
So that's something I wanted to talk about. I did have community service. I do have epilepsy, and at the time, a few months ago, I want to say a month and a half, almost 2 months ago, I was on the verge of losing my home. I don't work. Right now, I just found a job, and that's why I'm on virtual and would like to speak with you.
Where'd you find it?
So my wife is the only provider here at my home, and she's a manager at McDonald's.
Okay.
And we were waiting to get my son in school, and that was literally the only reason I wasn't able to get a job, that and my seizures. But I've gone on medicine that's actually controlled them to the point I'm not having them as much as I've had most of my life. And that's what I was going to see maybe. I know it is, and y'all have worked with me. I actually came on virtual every time to not get a warrant. I was going to see maybe, since I do have a job, if I can start a payment plan and get this out of the woodworks.
When does the job start?
I've been working for a week and a half, but I did get paid today. I get paid weekly. So
here's the deal. This is what I'm going to tell you. These cases, we have been working with you, but these cases are older than dirt. So this theft case. It's $355. I need you to get that $355 paid. So here's the thing. Your court date's not until February 5th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. I
think I might be able to get that paid.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you have to pay that in full, because we won't let you're to the point now where we're not going to let you just pay a little bit or a little bit. Right. So if you can get that one paid, we'll talk to you about resetting a payment plan on the speeding. But
because you said February
5th at 9 a.m.
So what's today's day?
Like a month. It's like,
because that's I can do 100 out of each paycheck. So that'll be
28 days from now.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. Yeah.
So your
I
goal is to pay the whole 355. Now, if you can't pay the whole 355 by February 5th, when you
Mhm.
come into court that day, and do not miss that court date, okay? It's February 5th at 9 a.m. When you come into court, if you have $300, if you just couldn't get the 55, you come in and go, here's my $300. You know, I talked to Judge Hamilton a month ago, and I'll make a note here that I talked
Okay.
to you, and I told you I'm not gonna reset your payments right now. I need you to just plan to try to get this one from 2022 paid off. So
See, and
I'll
I
make,
guess I was kind of confused because when I did get arrested back in September, the officers kind of did lie to me. So I was in crisis and I didn't know that they were going to be calling the cops. And I knew I had warrants out, and it was for the city tickets of the theft and something else. Well, when the cops got there, they told me that I was getting picked up on my warrants, which my warrants were out of Randall County. What I wasn't understanding is when I got picked up, I got taken to Potter County. I wasn't aware that I guess there was a warrant or something out from a case of some girl of Danielle Nunez against, I guess, the state of Texas and me. And they actually took me to Potter
when
when
was
they
this?
said I was Danielle Ransonet Nunez.
When was it?
I got arrested September 15th. But I guess what kind of confused me is they told me they were picking me up on my warrants, and I spent almost a week and a half in jail. So I was like, maybe that would have been the theft and the time served, but that's where I guess I
Yeah.
didn't understand.
No, you weren't even at warrant.
See, and I guess that's where they lied, because they said there was a $300 reward from Crime Stoppers. They had been looking for me. I had the chief of police at my house. I had the constables. Who else was here to pick me up the day? There was multiple officers, a sergeant, and this was whenever I wasn't even here in Amarillo, like 2 days prior to me getting arrested. So that's where I kind of got confused, because I was like, they told me they picked me up on my warrants. So when
Hold on. Let me read this again. I guess you did. I'm sorry. I was looking at one place on the computer. Now let me look. I'm looking at another place. I guess you were at warrant. And they picked you up in Potter. Okay, hold on. They picked you up in Potter.
but told me I was going on my warrants, but they were out of it.
Give me a second, okay? Thank you.
Yes. When you asked for it.
Yeah, you had 1, 2, 3 cases.
And I know one of them was
Let me finish. You had 3 cases that you were arrested on from the city. One of them was the one that we're still dealing with. One of them was another theft. And one of them was a failure to control speed. You owed $585 on the other theft. You owed, looks like $370. I'm trying to read somebody's handwriting. $370 on the failure to control speed. And then you had this one that was $600. This one, Judge, you saw Judge Ratliff, and Judge Ratliff gave you all your jail credit. So your jail credit resolved the other two capias. They took care of it. So all you had left on capias was this one theft from 2022.
Which that 300, right?
Yeah, that's the 355 that you still owe.
Okay.
Does that make more sense?
See, it does, but I guess they didn't really explain to me like why they told me that I was going to on my warrants, but I didn't go on my warrants and I went on that assault case. I guess that's what kind of confused me.
I guess that's a question between you and the police. I don't,
Right,
you know,
right.
that-
Right.
they charged
Yeah.
you with the county court. You had a county court at law assault causing bodily injury, and that must be the one that you were talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
And then they booked you on these three the three that we just talked about. So
Right.
they also had the speeding, but that hadn't even happened yet. So that one hadn't even happened. So you still owe the 355 from the August 23rd of 2022. That's why you have, because Judge Ratliff gave you $1,200 jail credit that day.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
So she gave you a ton of credit, which, you were entitled to. And then,
yes.
but that's why your balance is much lower than it was.
Right. Right.
So your goal between now and February 5th is to get that
Yes.
355 paid. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if you can't get it paid, you pay as much as you bring that money with you to court and pay as much as you can that day. And you tell the judge, if it's me or Judge Ratliff or Judge Henderson, you say, this is what I have. And, can I work out the rest? Hopefully you'll still have your job and everything will be going better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic because I see why y'all called the police that day. And then you go, wait, how did I end up in jail? But
yeah. Yeah.
There's a new thing that's going to happen. It's called a diversion center that hopefully will help folks like you, that when you have a mental health issue, when you're in crisis, hopefully that will be something that we can help people with instead of putting them in the jail. It's a little bit different though when you're at warrant. I still haven't figured out how we're going to address that when you're at warrant.
Well, wow. And seeing that's something, you're a judge, and I mean, I guess you're awesome. I mean,
well,
for a
it's just
person being in crisis, that was the last place for me to be.
Right. And I get that. We're kind of trying to figure out, there's other larger jurisdictions have this diversion center. And so I'm excited that it's coming to Amarillo. It's just not here yet. Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be good. But when you've got someone like yourself that has that
mental health
warrants, I'm not really sure how that's all going to work, but I don't know. It's.
So what does that mean? I do have warrants out for my arrest?
Like if this had happened in September and they had that diversion center, I don't know what they would have done. If they would have taken you to jail or taken you to the diversion center.
Right.
I don't know the answer to that. Okay. I'm not going to write anything. I'm just going to make a note in your file that I talked to you. I told you to plan on February 5th at 9 a.m. If you haven't already gotten that in writing, you will. And that you need to try to get that 355 paid. Okay.
Alrighty. Yes, ma'am. And I really appreciate everyone for actually working with me here.
Hope it all works out for you, Ms. Thompson. Thank you for being here.